slowly begin to grow and continue to grow until that becomes our life. It festers and festers until it consumes us, and we become that old guy in his whitey-tighties screaming at the kids to get off his damn lawn. Little know-it-all kiss-ass girl in grade school, the one constantly reminding the teacher, "Miss Bunch, are we going to take the quiz today?" Yeah, the little tattletale Susan that snitched me out for cutting in the lunch line only so that I could eat quick and have more time at recess. You know, to do the cool recess shit that third graders do, whatever that is. And for whatever reason, life thought it necessary, funny, or even maybe found some pleasure in me having as many classes throughout my school life with Little Miss Teacher's pet. And God, I hated her in those apparent moments that she was hell-bent on wrecking my world. And there were serious moments I considered her my worst damn enemy. She appeared to me as the devil's apprentice, or at the very least, that little thorn in my side every time I was about to get an extra slice of pizza, a kiss behind the bleachers, or sneak a look at Colt's paper for the quick cheat code. Yeah, principal's office for all three of those. Thank you for the memories, Susan. And with that being said, and with all the hatred stored up over the school years and those embarrassing instances she brought forth, which at the time caused me to hate seeing her very face, and I just knew that my life would forever suck because of her. But in all honesty, I haven't thought of Susan in years, and if I run into a school buddy or get the occasional Facebook message, we talk about how awesome school was. We talk about the good memories. Do you remember when we made ice cream at Brandon's grandpa's farm? Or how about that time you pissed yourself at the haunted house? Oh yeah? Well, how about when you broke up with Ashley because Becky had bigger boobs? I honestly can say I don't think her name has ever been mentioned. And if it was or ever is, I'm sure we would have a good laugh at how trivial or meaningless her behavior actually was. And how little of effect it has on us now. Though at the time her blabbermouth kept me on edge and filled with hate like I'd never experienced. But nonetheless, my life has moved on. I've experienced much more of what life has to offer than spending time hating Susan. And that has me contemplating. Do we hate life in the moment because shit sucks and it doesn't go our way? And through that emotional lens, we can only see the bad, the ugly, the Susans. Or do we genuinely have a legitimate reason to be at odds with the old world? I could have went my whole life looking for the Susans, head on a swivel, asking for reasons to hate my life and using every excuse under the sun to justify my snarling hate for all that is. But if we were ever to cleanse that lens, let's say with a dose of perspective, experience, and maturity, would we discern the difference? And what I think is a huge difference between actually hating life and just being momentarily upset. And you ask, well, what's your point and why does it matter? Because it's the little things, those sneaky habits, those little Susan thoughts that slowly begin to grow and continue to grow until that becomes our life. It festers and festers until it consumes us, and we become that old guy in his whitey-tighties screaming at the kids to get off his damn lawn. Well, fuck you, Mr. Brown, your grass is dead anyway. Hate's a strong word. A very strong emotion. And the idea here is to move away from emotions and begin to think logically. Square peg fits in the square hole kind of thinking. Many times we use the word hate for small, trivial matters, and on the surface level we think it has no lasting effect. To spew out a little hatred. Well, hell, everyone does it and I'm mad. Well, you know what I think about everybody. Everybody else is stupid and probably voted for Biden. I don't want to fool myself into being mad at the world and to hate my life just because I ran into some Susans. And let Susan represent all the bullshit that we may encounter on a daily basis. Truck wouldn't start, dog died, boss is an asshole, hemorrhoids coming in like mountains, fill in the blank. Life can suck at times. But do I hate life or do I only hate the temporary unpleasantness of things not going my way? I refuse to form a habit of dwelling on the negative shit. Life's way too short to be pissed off at Susan. And you know why? Because I remember the good things, the moments that actually outlast Susan snitching me out for trying to kiss Megan, and God, I do remember Megan. And that's the same with life. There's always going to be the ugly parts that try to kick you in the balls when you're attempting to reach for the last slice of pizza. But the hell with that last slice. I don't even remember the pizza, where it was from, sausage or cheese, what the occasion was. But what I do remember is getting that first kiss, running around on the playground with what seemed like eternity. I remember the good times. And my God, I know life is fucking awesome. And believe me, I've danced with a lot of Susans, addiction, stupidity, trashy women, and self-inflicted wounds. But my mind still knows that life has so much more to offer than Susan, if I'd only choose to see through the temporary bullshit. Do we hate life, or do we just like the moment? Love and respect, gentlemen. Tell Susan I miss her. You will hear from me next episode.